So yeah, bro. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm gonna tell you honestly how I'm feeling.
You know, bro.
You know, you and I, we ain't been having no drama, correct?
Right.
All right. In this situation, what took place? What? It's been over a year now.
Yeah, been about a year now. Yep.
So this,
less, probably.
oh, this is what I'm saying. I know you at peace, and I'm at peace. This is the only problem that I'm having with the situation. All right. And we could work it out diplomatically. We could figure it out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
This is why I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm not calling you to beef with you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I want us to build. I know you and I got hot in the past. We're not doing that. All right? So whatever we deal with, we're going to deal with, because I want to work something out with you just out of the love and respect that you show me when you call me and you reach out. So I just want to put that as a disclaimer in the conversation. Well, you telling me about attorney Ikiesha Shabazz and Pharaoh, and telling me about going to media and all that stuff about a previous business dealing we had, that makes me uncomfortable. And the reason why I'm uncomfortable with it is you guys paid $15,000. I returned the $15,000. I refunded that, and I also gave you an additional $7,000 on the strength of whatever you had going on. That makes 22. So you gave me 15, I gave you back 22. Now, your man, prior to me paying any of that, he wrote me that affidavit that I asked for, which confirmed that you guys as business partners, y'all lack of communication amongst each other, compromised the integrity of that business deal going through, which in turn caused that agreement to be revoked. Not because of something immediately dealing with me, because of the lack of communication with you and them in respect to you communicating with me. And so even still, when he did the affidavit, I still got the text messages where y'all was like, so I see you ain't going to give the refund because he did the affidavit. Y'all thought I was playing a chess move. And guess what I did? I still gave you the bread, right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Which bread? Which bread? You talking about
the 15,000. The 15,000.
Yeah, no, you gave the bread back.
So this is what I'm saying. Cause I'm just having a conversation about, being honorable and real and respectable. So that way, whatever we do from here is all love. But I'm just saying, I'm just showing you, I ain't looking to have no problems. That's all I'm saying. I'm about to finish. I'm just showing you, when I got the affidavit from your brother, making it clear that all business dealings will be done on account of the fact of the lack of communication amongst you as his business partner and the other business partner not knowing what's good. I didn't use that as an advantage to say, well, you know what? I'm going to dead these school students on their bread or whatever. Guess what I still did? And I got the text where y'all like, yo, I know you ain't going to pay. It's you specifically telling me, I know you ain't going to pay now that he wrote that. But guess what I did? I said, yo, I ain't keeping y'all bread. I gave you the 15 grand back. And then when you hit me up and said, yo, Polight, some other stuff is going on, because we was planning on the deal going through nonetheless, even though we fell back, I still sent an additional 7K. I still did that. So that puts us at 22,000. Now that Pharaoh and the attorney, Ikiesha Shabazz, is calling, hold on, I'm finished. Now that they calling you and trying to get some dirt, now I'm being threatened that your father gonna go to the media and tell people what? That I gave you back your money and more? Now, I don't mind. If you need some bread and something got to get worked on, bro, I'm your man. I'll do it. I'm your man. I'm your man, bro. I don't got a problem. But what make me uncomfortable is I don't even know what exactly you're going to tell people if I got an affidavit that makes it clear that per your business partner, there had to be no extra money dealing. And I still gave that money back, and I gave an additional 7K, almost half the dollar amount I gave you back. So you got 22K after putting 15K for a business dealing that was dead, done, and revoked. And I actually got the words of your own business partner written down that y'all thought I was going to use that as an excuse never to give you anything. So now you telling me y'all going to do a video, you're going to go to a media outlet and you're going to speak to Attorney Ikiesha Shabazz and Pharaoh because they want you to expose me because Ashley said something and all this other. I don't think that's fair. Now, if you need bread, I will help out because you and I, to my knowledge, we ain't got no beef. And I always told you, if you ever need me, I told all you brothers, if y'all ever need me for something, don't let this bad situation make us fall out. And I believe you remember this. But if you don't, I'm saying it again. I always say, if anything come up and y'all ever need any bread or y'all need me to show you any love, yo, I got you. It's not a problem. But just talk to me real and I'll show you love. Because I told you, I'm disappointed that it didn't work out. I'm disappointed that it was too much chaos. And you said something about the brothers that you got your money from was in the streets and your life was at stake because you ain't getting no real legal money or whatever. So whatever the hell that was, that made me want to fall back then. We had that conversation where I'm like, damn, I don't even want to be affiliated with no money like that. Right or wrong?
True.
So what I'm saying is, just let me know what you really need, Reg, because I ain't got a problem. I ain't got a problem. You my man. I'm not lying to you about you being cool. You and I had our fallout and our arguments and grievances, but guess what? We always worked it out, and we still did business. So I'm ready to do business if you need help or some support, but I don't want to be feeling like I'm being put in a position because I don't want a video done on me by Pharaoh and Ikiesha. I don't want you mistaking my standpoint, brother.
Hear me out real quick.
Yes.
Let me make this as quick as possible. So, my father is a different entity.
Yes.
It was from on my behalf, it was a portion from my peoples who put in the majority of the money. That's my father. Then you had student, which is Xavier, and it was another student, Justin. You remember all of us. We all put the money together. We gave it to you. When you gave us the money back, piece went to this person, piece went to this person feel like they getting all their money back. That got messy. You gave the extra $7K. We paid it off. That was done. That had nothing to do with my father.
Okay.
That was from Xavier and his peoples.
Got you.
My father, they blowing my phone up.
Got you.
Not my father and them, but Pharaoh and his lawyer, they trying to get me now to come and, expose this whole story from beginning to end. I called my father. My father, like, don't do it. He gave us the money back. We're not trying to tear down another black man. Cool, I'm done. This was a couple days ago. I just got off the phone with you a couple days ago. I'm like, I'm done. Our lives are already done, moved on. I'm already on a whole nother grind. I'm already done with this.
I already know you told me you're done. So what's the deal? Your father needs the bread or something?
Let me finish this, bro. Let me finish that.
Go ahead.
I don't need extra money right now. I'm good.
I ain't say that to disrespect you either. Just to say that for the record. I ain't say that to be rude to you. Go ahead.
No, that's all good. Because it can't come off like that. Like niggas is coming back on bullshit because they need a check. Yeah,
after over a year. Yeah.
On me. I ain't mad at you for thinking like that. You absolutely right for thinking that way. But I'm just letting you know that's not the case. So when Pharaoh and them brought this to my attention, went to my father, he deadens it. Now, my father has gotten into it a little bit more. And he's seeing more of what's going on. He's telling me that we're not the only people that this has been done to, regardless if you agree with that statement or not. He's saying now, this cannot continue to happen.
No
Reggie,
doubt.
you didn't tell me,
Now.
you didn't say this, you didn't say X, Y, Z. So now he's saying, okay, this is not just he's saying whatever it is that happened is not just something that just happened. Since Polight's done this before, this was premeditated. Now he's hot. Now he's mad.
So let me ask a question. Me giving a refund and extra money is premeditated?
No, he's saying that
I understand. I was a rhetorical question. But watch this. Does your father know?
Not premeditated. Not that part.
No, I got you. Trust me, it was rhetorical. Does your father know that part of the grievance that I had was when I found out that some of this money that was used to be invested didn't come from a normal place of investment? It was coming from the streets, and you was telling me that people was coming at your head for the money. Does he know that created some of the grievance and why your own partner wanted to back out?
I think he knows everything in totality.
So how could your father knock me if I don't want to be part of any money given to me that seemed like that kind of drama is circulating around it?
Because we are college students. And so he's going to stick with the premise. He's going to stick with the premise of you didn't meet us with a red rag and a blue rag hanging out our pockets.
I didn't, damn sure. Campus. Yes.
You met us on a college campus, and
yes.
On top of that, he knows everything. So on top of that, he's trying to explain that we brought you, we paid you to come to our school. You made money when you came to our school, and you left a good impression. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not so much if this narrative come out, it will never be. You can of course have your rebuttal, but there will never be anything from our end that'll say anything street related. Our end will totally be college students.
So why won't y'all tell the truth on your end if y'all come out with y'all story?
Because the truth will come out in the form of if somebody is in a gang, right, and their little brother is in school, and that little brother comes to that older individual and say, give me a couple thousand, I want to make an investment. The gang member says, I sent you to school to do right, not to sell drugs. The students say this don't got nothing to do with drugs. The gang members say, well, what is this about? It's a real estate investment. Cool, here you go. It'll never have a connotation of street. Then when the money don't come back, now the street individuals then take it to how they're used to dealing with things. And thank God it didn't go that route. We was able to square that off. And everything came on the back end. So it wasn't on the front end. So them people didn't get involved until they found out that the money wasn't going to come back and that the money was actually taking longer than expected. You feel me?
But again, according to your brother's affidavit, he made it clear why circumstances became the way it was per our agreement, because of the discomfort, because at the time it was only you and I going back and forth, and you didn't disclose to them some of the nuances or particulars that was making me uncomfortable. And I still got the text messages, bro, where you like, I'm like, yo, somebody's coming to kill you or hurt you. Where the fuck did you get the money from? That's gonna nullify any type of movement or agreement somebody's doing. I don't want to never be affiliated or associated with any bread someone gave me and they life on the line because they got it from somebody on the streets. Of course I'm gonna fall back. So all I'm saying is this. So we don't go in circles. All I'm saying is this. Real quick, Ken. All I'm saying is this. So we don't go in circles. All I'm saying is, okay, you want some, your father wants me to fulfill the terms of an agreement that was not revoked by me, but revoked by the approval of your business partner as y'all came in as a team of 3 college students or whatever, doing what you're doing. And when he broke down in affidavit form where things went wrong and thus the agreement was nullified, I still gave back the 15 grand and I still gave you an extra 7,000 on top of it when you called me as a brother and be like, yo, Polight, some extra shit going on that I need to get right. I still gave you 7,000 on top of the 15,000, even though the agreement was over. You paid 15, I gave you back 15, and I gave you additional 7 because you said something negative was going on. I gave you 22. Why now am I supposed to be obligated to fulfill the terms of an agreement that was revoked by consensus of all parties involved? Because Pharaoh and attorney Ikiesha Shabazz is working on something and contriving something to cook something against me. That's not fair. Now, what I would say is this, since your father can't be on the line, what I would say is this, or I don't know, since you're the liaison or the official medium between your father and I, cool. What I would say is this, if he come up with, I believe he probably just needs the bread for something in particular. It doesn't mean he's struggling. Let me say it like that. But he can, everybody could use the money for something. So I'll say this, as my brother, if you come up with something that is not sensational, I will always help and support, despite how uncomfortable I feel about it. But if you're telling me to complete the exact terms of an agreement that I have confirmation that it's been revoked, and the reasons why it's been revoked are very serious reasons. If it just becomes your P, if you can hit us with a little something bread over here, I don't want to deal with the chaos. I've plenty of times when I don't want to deal with chaos, even when I don't like the situation, I hit people off, and then later on someone turns around, why did Polight pay that person? Because I don't like drama and negativity, so if it's within my budget, I pay to make sure the negativity go and I live my life. People don't understand that, but when you're on this level where I'm at, sometimes I just pay somebody just to get them out my hair because I don't want no problems, even though I feel I'm right. This because I got people in my corner, public relations-wise, that tell me sometimes just pay the bread and move on, Polight. It ain't worth the chaos. And a lot of time I be in my ego, and I be like, man, F those people, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. So what I'm saying to you, this time around, if you talk to me, if you call back, if you confirm with him and say, yo, you know, let's settle out. Let's settle out.
I hear you.
You know?
I hear you. And I'm gonna tell you.
And I ain't got a problem with that.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. So I'm gonna tell you this too.
Yes, brother.
You from the streets, bro.
Yes, sir.
You a crit.
I'm a teacher at this point. I'm a straight teacher. I ain't banging.
At this point, but you let us know about your Damu, or not your Damu, but your local ties. We from LA, bro. This is where it started at.
No doubt.
So, you know what I'm saying? You're a crit. Okay, cool. Now,
I'm a teacher, but go ahead. I'm walking with you, though. I got your point. Keep going, my brother.
Teacher, though. No, you for sure a teacher. Hands down. You're a teacher for sure. I give you that.
No doubt, my brother.
Yeah, so, for... You smart, too, bro. You know what happened, and you know what you did. I already done forgave you over this shit. I'm over this shit. But you know what you did, and really and truly, the only person that knows what happened here in totality is me.
Have you and me. Have you and I? Let me ask you this. While we've been on the phone, have you and I lied about anything to each other right now since we've been on the phone?
Of course not.
No, correct?
I wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't say so either. So I'm walking with you. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't got no drama.
No, it's all good. So yeah, so I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And nobody really knows what happened in totality here. I mean, it's not even my other guys. So make a long story short, basically what you're saying now is that you don't want to pay the whole 38, but you would.
Because the agreement, yes, because the contract was moved.
I'm gonna put this in layman's terms. You don't want to pay the whole 38 because you feel like what happened in the past was what happened in the past, and it was rightly dealt with, and that's supposed to be over with. And I don't feel like I should pay this 38 because of Pharaoh and some fucking lawyer later coming out the blue. Got that?
No. Let me just add a little context to it. I don't have to be long.
Go ahead.
I did not decide as the person you paid to cancel or nullify the agreement. This was based on a consensus that comes from your side and your business partners, which I have in writing. Right. So I feel since the agreement was terminated, before I even gave any money back, it was terminated. And I said, I'm going to give the money back anyway. And y'all thought, well, since the agreement is terminated, Polight ain't going to give the money back. And I got told that, and y'all text me that. And I said, yo, bro, I deal with honor. I ain't going to do that. I gave the $15,000 back. The agreement was terminated not because of me, because on your side, the agreement was called null and void. Then when you, my brother, said stuff was going down, I said, what's going down? What you need? Said, bro, I'm going to need at least $7,000 to do this. And I gave $7,000 additional. I gave that back. So now we're at 22, more than what was given. The understanding is we did want more money to be made. That's the understanding. The understanding is the disappointment that the agreement got nullified, that it was held void. That is the disappointment. I get all of that. I get all of that. So what I'm saying is when an agreement is terminated and your funds restored and you're given additional amount, and then a year and change later comes and an attorney and some fraud, attorney Ikiesha Shabazz and this fraud Pharaoh calls, puts pressure on, and pyramids inferences by involving other people's scenarios, purportedly, to deal with your father, because I take your word for it, you say they talking to your father and you're going to do whatever your father say, then what I'm saying is, yo, I know I have real grounds for why I have the right to say I'll fall back. But guess what? I'm not saying that. As your brother, again, when you say, yo, P, I need a little bit more bread, I don't mind settling out. Word is bond. I don't mind. But what I'm saying is, I ain't going to pretend like the contract still exists and fulfill every element of that contract, because it was already void before I even gave back the money. And I gave back the money after the contract was void, after the affidavit from your people, after all of this is street money over here, and me uncomfortable and all. Yo, I still did my part then, and I would be willing to do my part now, only in the spirit of brotherhood. But anything outside of that, brother, is going to make me feel like I'm being bribed and extorted, and I don't like that. Just say, yo, P, we feeling away. We mad that the agreement never went through, G. So this is what I need you to do, P. See if you can, cause my pops feeling away, and I don't want to be looking bad in front of my pops. Talk to me like that as your brother, and then I'm going to be your brother and say, so what's the dollar amount that's good enough to make you and I comfortable? You feel me?
Bro. I understand exactly what you're saying. I told you already, bro. This was gone. I believe it. If I was to try to get some bread out of this again, bro, I would have been did that. I've been in jams. Months ago, I was in jams, needed bread, and you was gone.
I believe you.
You was not nowhere in my radar, bro. I would have been on it if I was really trying to cash out quick. And even if this wasn't my father, I probably would have cut a little side deal with you to make this shit go away, but it's my father.
I got you. But your father can't expect me to fulfill a deal where some street niggas is involved. He can't expect me to fulfill the agreement where part of the monies comes from that element of the. Yo, I don't know if he's fully debriefed. At the same time, it ain't gonna be painted as that. It'll never be painted as that. It'll never be painted as that because it don't matter. It's about the truth. The person who had the money in their hand, when it went from their hand to your hand, you was dealing with college students. That's it. That's it. Okay. Anything street and blood and Crip involved is gonna be like, huh? That's gonna be it ain't gonna come about. And that's being disingenuous, bro. That's not being fair. All I'm saying is this: you might be mistaking me. Does your father know all those other elements? My father is aware of every aspect. So if your father's aware, yo, Reggie, if your father's aware of all those elements, how righteous can he be if he don't understand why I would feel uncomfortable in the first place and why your own partner? No, I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. I don't want you to think that. I don't want you to think that. Because the issue did not arise before payment was supposed to be given. The issue arose after payment wasn't given. Then I didn't know about none of that before the pay. Reg, if I knew you was getting money from some people doing some illegal shit and throwing it in. They're not doing nothing illegal, bro. I don't know what niggas Well, you told me it's coming from the streets, and the way you made it sound, they was going. You said they was gonna hurt you and do this, that, and the third, and I said, son, that shit making me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to be part of that. You know that. I know, I understand that, but at the same time, you gotta understand. No one can tell a businessman on something like that and expect the businessman to keep going forward. You gotta understand. If you say, give me X, Y, Z. Got him. See? You like that, Pharaoh? You like that, Ikiesha? You want to extort me again, huh? I feel you. I put the phone on mute. You see how this works? And I texted him and told him I was doing a live. I told him I was doing a live stream on my phone. This is my phone that I'm on. I told him I'm doing a live stream on my phone. I told him I'm doing a live stream on my phone. So I had the right to do this. I said, I'm going to call you on my wife's phone because I'm presently doing a live stream on my phone. So all this shit that Ashley was talking about, all this shit that Attorney Ikiesha Shabazz is talking about, all the shit that Pharaoh's talking about, they're calling people, and despite the fact drug money is involved, and I wanted to get out of the fucking agreement because I didn't like the fact that I found out that the monies that was put into the agreement, came from a place out the streets, and he's talking about people want to hurt him. His partner signed an affidavit that he wanted to be out of it. His partner signed that he wanted out of it. But according to him, his father and them ain't going to tell the community none of that. They're going to sell it as college students college students gave Polight an investment, but they ain't gonna tell you college students took money off the streets to make an investment with me. And when I found out, I wanted to back out. And according to this brother Reggie that you just heard on the phone, he just said everything that he was saying and everything I'm saying is true. He just made it clear. Everything that he's saying and everything that I'm saying is true. Which means I haven't lied the whole time I've been on the stream, and he hasn't lied the whole time he's been on the stream. Let Reggie ever reveal himself. Wait till he realizes that this has been live. Now, I told him I was going to be live. I told him I was doing a live class. I just didn't tell him I'm doing a live class on extortion and bribery. Because if I don't pay him $38,000, he's going to go to the media and share some kind of story about me stealing and scamming. Who scams you and gives you back your money and then more? I almost gave him half the dollar amount that I gave back in refund. I gave him $15,000. They spent $15,000. I gave him the 15 grand back, and I gave him back $7,000. But you see, if you let them tell the story, they're going to make me out to be a scammer. If you let them tell the story. If you let Ashley tell the story, they're going to make me out to be a scammer. But all those motherfuckers are scammers. What I scam Ashley out of? She got the $1,500 that I offered her. It don't come from nobody. It wasn't taken from nobody. Yeah, you see? You see? You let these people tell their side of the story. But you see, I normally don't respond. I normally don't care. I let people say what they say, because at the end of the day, I got an affidavit. I got writing from the students that confirms why we back out the deal. I got it in writing. I made sure I got an affidavit in writing to make it clear why that agreement was null and void. Because of the lack of communication amongst Reggie and the other college students that were involved with the agreement. I got it in writing. I got it in writing. And now I got it in writing before I gave them back $1. I got it in writing. Then they thought I was gonna ride into the sunset. I said, yo, I'm not like that. I'm not gonna keep your money. I gave him back the $15,000. Then I gave him $7,000 on top of it when Reggie called me and said, yo, he got some problems in the street. Some people expecting some extra money no matter what. I said, bro, how much money you need? And I gave him the $7,000 back. Y'all heard all of this. But guess what? Pharaoh is calling, and attorney Ikiesha Shabazz, according to Reggie, they're calling and they're getting ready to expose me about this college student scam. So you know what I did this time? I said, I'm going to stay ahead of the game. I'm going to stay ahead of the game. And before they expose me, so-called, because you heard what he said, when they come out with the story, it's not going to come out college students took money from the streets. They said when they expose the story, it's going to come out Polight took money from college students. You heard what he said. And this is what Pharaoh and attorney Ikiesha Shabazz and all of them are doing. Doing their best, making calls to see if they can set me up. This is brother Reggie from Long Beach University calling me with this bullshit, talking about if I don't give him the difference and what else they was expecting to make for the contract. Nah, that contract was null and void, and I didn't cancel the contract. It was canceled because his business partner was pissed off and upset at his lack of communication. It was canceled because I had the right to be uncomfortable when I found out the money came from the streets, and you just heard it live. He agreed the money did come from the streets. So your father supposed to be Nation of Islam and all this other stuff, and he care about black people, so he don't want to expose me. Then the next day, he come back around, well, since other people got some complaints, it's only right that we get you. Hold on, bro. Your father don't know that you got money from the streets? And these people talking about hurting you if the money don't turn back. I say, yo, bro, I don't want to be part of none of that. I don't want one thing to go wrong and you get hurt. I don't need that part of my soul. I don't need that. I was uncomfortable, and I still got my text messages to this day as I'm going back and forth with him like, yo, somebody's out to hurt you for some money. Where's this money attached to? Yo, I got this money from some people from the streets, and yo, they ain't do what they ain't get this money the regular way niggas get money. Yo, you know what it is? I could have been locked up for money laundering. If this money is coming, if there's some dirty money, I'm not Ghost St. Patrick. This ain't an episode of Power. I'm not looking to get some money from off the streets and clean it with my real estate business or whatever it is that I'm doing. It wasn't even my immediate investment. It was me entrusting somebody else to flip the money for me. So now I wouldn't only be implicating myself, I'd be implicating the person who put me on to the business deal. So no, I don't want to be part of that. When I hear that type of shit, my spidey sense go on. Next thing you know, some people, that story comes out, and the money that was used to make them the return that they're looking for was an attempt to make dirty money clean. And guess who they gonna feature? They ain't gonna feature Brother Reggie. They ain't gonna feature the other two. You know why? Because those are gonna be the innocent college students. They ain't gonna feature them. They gonna feature me, Brother Polight, because I'm the most popular. You see how that worked? You see how it worked? But I stayed a step ahead of the game. I stayed a step ahead of the game. And if you look at my text messages, I told them I'm presently on live on my phone. This is my phone right now. I'm on live on my phone. I let it be known I'm on live doing a class right now on my phone. You can check the time markers on my text to him. I told him I'm on live. So Pharaoh, call somebody else, G. Call somebody else. You over here calling people, encouraging them to fucking bribe and extort people. Attorney Shabazz, call somebody else and get your shit off. And believe me, y'all think this is the only story like this? Y'all think this is the only person that Pharaoh and Attorney Shabazz is working with that's scheming on me? But you see, Polight still got an affidavit in the background. You see, one thing about me, I keep some shit tucked. And these people are working in collusion with other people to bribe and extort me, calling me on some shit. I'm gonna show y'all the text too. That they're gonna come out and go to the media, namely Pharaoh and Ikiesha Shabazz. They're gonna go to them and tell them this story. Now, what story? Well, you see, this attorney, this bullshit-ass attorney, she ain't gonna go through the proper vetting process to make sure that whoever's coming to her is telling her the right story, nor does she care. These people are encouraging people to lie. I just asked this man, so if your father, why your father knows about where the money came from for you to do the investment? Yeah, but bro, it's not gonna be so like that. It's not gonna be told college students get money from the streets. It's gonna be told college students gave money to Polight. You hear how grimy and fucked up that shit is? And I'm over here calling him my brother, and he over here calling me his brother. But look how he blatantly said it, and he made it clear on the phone. I asked him, brother, have I lied about anything I said on this phone? Because during the time of the phone conversation, I said, I got uncomfortable knowing that this money comes from the streets and it's illegal. I asked him, did I say anything that is a lie since we've been on the phone? He said, no. I said, did you say anything that's a lie since we've been on the phone? He says no, and I agree with both of them. I agree with both answers. But are y'all gonna upload this and share this? And if you need to see who Brother Reggie is, he's on my I Am Brother Polight page. I'm gonna find the name of the video. That's the video that I had Smack and Beasley on. And so you got Brother Polight, Smack and Beasley on I Am Brother Polight. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see who Brother Reggie is. He's one of the so-called college students that they saying that I scammed out the money. But look who's really scamming me. They scamming me. But you see, because I produce and because I create opportunities, people always want to make the producer the scammer when something doesn't go right. No, the producer said, I don't want nothing to do with no fucking drug money. I don't want nothing to do with that if people are about to hurt you because you invested some money. I don't want nothing to do with that. And even after I gave the $15,000, I still gave an extra $7,000 to help this brother out with whatever he said he needs. For him to call me over a year later, and tell me now to give him $38K because his father's the one that really wants the $38K. Otherwise, they're going to do an exposed video on me. I'm like, really? You're going to do an exposed video on me when we both agreed that the contract was null and void? Well, you know what kind of grimy nigga shit this is? The contract is null and void. A refund has been issued. I gave you an extra $7,000, and you call me a year later and tell me if I don't fulfill the rest of the terms of the contract, you're going to label me as a con artist, a scammer, and expose me, and you're going to use an attorney to do so. Y'all don't understand what this money do. Y'all don't understand what this money do. But I told y'all, what I told y'all? I said, once I finish my classes this weekend, Polight's going to do his own expose. Didn't I say this? Those of you that's following me, I told you what I'm coming with. Because I'm going to show you. I just was quiet because I be working and I be traveling. But you're going to see how dirty that attorney is. And you're going to see how and just because someone got a story, it don't matter what the dollar amount is. Just because someone got a story. Because let me tell you something. As far as some of these allegations, if me and somebody else put our money into something mutually and we both lose, I'm not obligated to pay you back because my lifestyle is better than yours. See, we're going to add context and facts. And guess what? You know why I kept stressing I got an affidavit from your own business partner? I did that on purpose because they didn't tell you Polight don't got no paperwork and nothing. I did that on purpose so you could see from his own handwriting, from his own email, from his own signature, that they canceled the agreement. That all I had to return is the money that they gave. And really, the way That affidavit came through. I ain't really had to return nothing. But I'm honorable. I'm going to give him back his bread. I gave him all 15 back. They said, yo, I got the text messages. Now that we sent you proof that we don't want to deal with it no more because of the miscommunication. Because of the miscommunication, they mainly blame Reggie. If you see the affidavit, they gonna blame Reggie because it's Reggie that was dealing with the money from the streets. And I told them I don't want no part of that. And they didn't know all of that according to them. It's Reggie that had ties to the streets and getting money that's illegal according to him. So I said, you know what, bro? How the fuck you gonna... How you gonna put money in my hand and don't tell me that this money dirty? I got the legal right to say, man, all bets is off. I don't want to fuck with the agreement. Because now I also have to say this. I got to tell the truth that I knew that the money was illegal. Once I know that the money you giving me is dirty money, I got a responsibility to say, I'm getting the fuck out this agreement. And that's why when you read my text messages, you can see clearly. You can see clearly on my text messages what? What would you be able to see? You can see clearly how they believe I wasn't going to give no money back. Because damn, Polight got a point. We don't want to be exposed ourselves for giving up money that come from the streets, because we college students. You're going to keep crying behind we college students and sell these stories. Polight stole money from college. And now watch this. I could expose this long time ago. Because I got enough facts. I got all the proof that I gave $22,000 to people who gave me $15,000. I got all the proof that they got more money from me than they gave me for an agreement that was revoked, canceled, not by me, but by them. They canceled the agreement and I still gave them more money. Who the fuck cancels an agreement? Who cancels an agreement and still gets the full refund? And then almost half that of the refund. $500 shy of the fucking refund. And a year later, you come back and tell me on some gangster shit. It's almost like get down or lay down. My nigga, I know we canceled the contract, but fuck that contract back on. Give us the difference for the contract. I don't give a fuck what you refunded and what you gave us back extra that I did not have to give. I don't care what we wrote in that affidavit. We're going to expose you as a scammer and a con artist and a fraud. Do scammers, con artists, and frauds give back your money and more? And I could go a step further and say I didn't even want to be implicated in nothing violent when I gave them an extra $7 grand. I could go a step further and say this shit. I could go a step further and say, man, so much negative shit was tied to that. I gave extra money just for the safety of my family and everybody else. Nah, Reggie, you a dub. Don't call me now, nigga, because you know I'm live. Go and do your expose video, nigga. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna keep letting people fucking do this scamming shit with me all the fucking time, knowing they scamming me. Fuck out of here, man. I'm pissed off with this stupid shit. I got class to teach in like another hour. But I just wanted to give y'all an example. And this is just one. I'm gonna start exposing motherfuckers who been out here scamming me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start getting the people who spend money with me and scamming me and coming out with these scam stories. My turn to do it. My turn to do it. Oh, I got some calls I gotta make. I'm gonna catch some people out there. Believe me when I tell you. Y'all won't be surprised. People who spend with me in the same day refund the money. But you know how they refund the money? They tell the bank that the payment was unauthorized. When I don't know these people from day one, they pay, and then next thing you know, the bank is calling me, and I'm in trouble. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? People who literally put money up just to pull it out, but they say it's a fraudulent transaction. And I can tell you, I don't know these people from square one. But you see, if I was to tell people these type of woes and stuff that freezes up my account, then when the account is frozen with money in it. So I can't access my own bread. See, I'm going to tell you how dirty this shit really get. But you see, if I did that, no one cares because I make bread. And I find a way to make money no matter how much people jam me up. I always find a way to make my money. Always find a way to make my money. I ain't never let no situation stop me from making my bread. Never. I never did it. I never complain. I never cry. You can freeze all my accounts. You can shut down my bank accounts. You can do all that nigga shit. I'm too fucking smart to be broke. And my network is my net worth. So long as my network ain't full of bums, I'm wealthy. You might as well call me a billionaire, because I don't hang out with no fucking bums. I could go through my phone contacts, and I'm going to be all right no matter what the case or the occasion is, no matter what circumstance I be in. I'm always a phone call away, and one of my good brothers and real sisters is going to look out for me. They came up on me. That's right, fam. That's right. They spent 15 and they got 7. Huh? Almost. I'm almost done. No, wife telling me sign off. She don't like this drama. Yo, none of us like it. But I be quiet. But because I be quiet, people swear because I be quiet, yo, he got to be guilty. No, I be quiet because I want to watch it accumulate. And I want to see people get so aggressive in their lying and their debauchery. And trust me, I got some people that's coming out to let you know, just like this situation, these Negroes been encouraging people who have a problem with me to lie so it can stick, so they can really get back at me. And guess what people did? People call me and say I spoke with the sister, or the brother just called me. People call me and they tell me, yo, bro, Polight, I had a problem with you. You wasn't picking up your phone, but damn, son, I ain't trying to get you locked away from your family. I ain't about to tell no extra lies on you. I got people. I got people. I got people. Facts. And we got affidavits. We got all sorts of shit rolled out. Because I'm not playing. Because this is my life that these people are playing with. These cats is really agents. They are really agents. And their behavior shows you that. They're really agents, yo. They really doing this. These cats is really agents, man. Really calling people and encouraging them, make them do this, make them pay this money. And if he don't pay that money, then tell him we're going to expose him and this, that, and the third. Like, yo, hold the fuck up, man. The money was illegal money. I got you. And I got a written record. I got a record now that let this man know. I said I'm presently live on my phone. Yeah, I'm dehydrated dealing with this BS talking about this stuff. Because I had a previous texting sparring match with this guy not too long ago. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play sweet. And you know what I'm going to do? I normally don't be caring because I know I got my proof. So that's for me. You know how I feel? I don't like to make people popular because my brand is way bigger than this. I'm the one doing millions of views. Not talking about other people, not gossiping people. They can't even come close. But you know what I do? I be saying this. Bet. Let a person try to take me to the extremes. I dare people to take me to extremes when I know that they're lying. When I know they're lying. You want to record Brother Lawan, but you want to take it out of context and illegally record him? Cool. You know Lawan still works with me and for me, right? You know it's still cool, right? You know the person that recorded Lawan was attempting to extort Lawan. And I told Lawan, say what you got to say to encourage the behavior so we can see how far he goes. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I got Brother Lawan. Lawan is part of the course that I have coming up. I got a course coming up where Lawan is participating. But you record him to tell the people he's against me. And him and I is the best of friends. Lawan ain't turning on me. We set that shit up by design because some was trying to extort him and get negative conversation out of him. And I said, yo, bro, he's obviously an agent. Tell him what he wants to hear. And let's see what happens. Because you know what makes people look stupid? When people see you and I together. Then they got to ask themselves, is that the same person that they have the audio recording of? Is that the same person that the attorney played an illegal recording of and took it out of context? But guess who has the original audio of everything? Because I told Lawan when he called me, he said, yo, this guy is like, he wants nothing but negative information about you. And he's saying he's going to do this and he's saying he's going to do that. I said, brother, feed the beast. Tell him everything he wants to hear because your testimony, if he's recording it, it will not be legitimate because you exist and I exist. Tell him what he wants to hear so we can see how deep this goes. And sure enough, look what he did. Look who he went to. So it was a setup from day one. Y'all want to play with my lives? Yo, y'all going to see. First of all, I not only got a book coming out showing you all the people that's connected to police, snitched to get out of prison, all the people that's exposing me. Facts. No one is safe. Anyone that's been so-called exposing me, I can tell you. I'm not going to say anyone, because that's extreme. The ones that I got my radar on, I got at least 5 people that I could show you. Proof. that they are suspect. I mean, I'm not talking about no cliche shit. I'm not talking about no regular tricky stuff. I'm talking, I got actual facts. Facts. I can show you people's phone numbers that they use and how it's state issued by police departments. I can show you that. And they know who I'm talking about. But you know what I do? I chill. But when I see the beast coming at me, I compile nothing but data so my testament can be said. So when my children grow, they can see the type of shit that I had to deal with for our own people, and they can know who those people were associated with. They can know this person snitched on his codees after a child was murdered, after a child was burned after it was murdered. And you let them 2 young boys fry in prison so you could come out, huh? Yo, I got the proof. I got all proof. You's a snitch. You's a straight up and down snitch. And this is why you could get away with the crap you do online. This is why you could be seen with a knife in a video talking about you gonna stab somebody. This is why you could be seen in a video with somebody with a gun when you're supposed to be on parole. This is why you could threaten mothers and get away with it while you're on parole. But Meek Mill can't even drive a damn bike down the street without him getting locked up, as high profile his status is. But you can get away with talking about who you're gonna kill. And you can get away with being next to people pulling out guns on your live stream right next to you. You could get away with that on parole though. You could do that though. But you never want to go into your case, do you? You never want to go into how you got off, do you? Fucking snitch. And this is why I keep my space. Because having beef with law enforcement is very much... Don't you want to be a private eye now? Ain't you tell the people to raise money for you so you could become a private investigator? It's right in front of your face, people. This young man said he want to raise money to become a private investigator. You know he told on himself when he did that video? Because to be a private investigator, you already have to have some experience in law enforcement. So the only way that can happen is if he already has experience in law enforcement. I mean, never mind your conviction. We just gonna pretend that every time you come up with a new scam to raise money, your conviction doesn't have no bearing on the new opportunity you looking to present yourself. Yo, I told y'all I'm not playing around. This shit is so funny. This shit is so funny. Yo, go out and do your expose videos. Do your expose videos. I don't care. Do your expose me, because I'm going to go further if you expose me. Yo, y'all think I be sitting here, a sitting duck, and y'all just scheming a year later want to get some more money out of me. I don't know how much of y'all is involved in the background thinking I'm going to be sending money and y'all going to break up the money that I'm sending. I ain't doing that. And on some G shit, if he would have called me and said, yo, P, I need a few bucks, I would have gave it to him, because I did it last time. Because I was in fear that something bad might happen. Yeah, I'm coming after them. Yeah, I'm definitely got to protect myself. Y'all know how that go. You know how that go. Got him, though. Got him. I feel so good. I ain't gonna lie. This exposed shit feel kind of good. So Ikiesha, Pharaoh, I know y'all business partners. She aligned herself with a scammer. She's out to stop scammers. She aligned herself with a scammer. Yo, listen, it's right in front of your face. It's right in front of your face. But it's okay. Because I just started. You see, I wasn't even planning to start until about Tuesday, Wednesday. I wasn't going to start until Tuesday, Wednesday. Because you know something about Brother Polight? One thing about me, if you see me in $3,000 shoes, you know I did something phenomenal for my family. If you see me in a $400,000 car, you got to understand how much bread has been saved elsewhere. Or how much estate planning I've made. If you see me with all this knowledge, if you really see me with all this knowledge, you want to keep telling yourself I ain't write all those books. You want to tell yourself I ain't really the guy that's standing up there teaching. You think I'm sitting here seeing what people are doing in the campaigns that's initiated every time I start doing a class or do a lecture? You think I think it's a coincidence? No. But you know what you do? It's the art of war. You make your enemy think they have strength by ensuing you constantly and getting no response. And all the while your enemy is ensuing you, you pulling up everything about them. I know so much about these people. It is ugly. So much, but I gotta find the time. Because one thing about it, I don't be having the time for these expose videos. And I don't like people to come to my streams and have to see something that's not educational. But what I just did is educational. I showed you how to catch a goddamn liar. So go ahead, fam, from the Nation of Islam, tear me down. And this is not a flack to the Nation of Islam. And it's a disgrace. You're going to side with this scam-ass nigga who said Elijah Muhammad is a pedophile. You're going to side with him who ridiculed, mocked, and hoped for the death of Pharaoh by way of his cancer. You're going to side with this demon to go against me. Yo, I done seen it all and I done heard it all. As soon as, you feel what I'm saying? The second I got anything going in motion that's powerful, the campaign always come. Anytime I ever had a debate, anytime I ever had a lecture, anytime I ever had courses coming up for the weekend, it's always the same damn thing. Always. But I got y'all. So y'all continue to call people. Continue to call people. Attempt to get money out of me. Yo, tell Polight if he don't send you some money. Yo, this is the third person this week telling me that if I don't come up with some money for them, that Ikiesha and Pharaoh, they're going to go on their platforms. And you know what I tell people? Expose me. Expose me. Report me to the feds. Do all of that. Knock yourself the fuck out. Because at the end of the day, when I show my truth, and I show that the Negro telling me that I scammed them, it's a Negro trying to scam me and make me invest illegal money. Nah, nigga, the second I found out that money's illegal, I gave that shit back. And they thought I wanted to keep it. I want no fucking blood money. I want nothing that comes out at the end of the day. Polight had full cognizance that the money he was receiving from these college students was partially in part from the streets. The man confirmed that it was illegal money. It's street money. Come on, man. I know my phone got to be tapped. I know my calls has always been recorded. So I make sure whenever I talk to somebody, I'm on the level. You ever hear me off point, you know that shit is a cut and paste job. I don't play no games with this shit because I already know I'm a target because I get millions of fucking views. Yo, I got a video that I just posted, what, 2 days ago? And that shit already reached, and I'll send y'all the screenshot so y'all know I ain't bugging. It already reached 100,000 people, 1/10 of a million people. My shit is going to hit 1 million before the month's out. This shit did it on Instagram. You feel me? I'm reaching more people than countries got populations. I'm making people want to change the way they eat. I'm making people change their political legal disposition. I'm making people become more family orientated. I'm making people want to have home births. That's what I'm doing. You think they want millions of people's judgment to be swayed? I'm destroying the damn system. I know my effect. That's why I don't spend time talking about people. I spend time talking about me and the things I have to offer or share. Because I know my effect, because I'm talking to too much people. I'm reaching way too much people. I'm reaching entirely too much people. Caught your punk ass. Fucking try to get me for $38,000. Man, get the fuck out of here. Contract was already nullified. Stand on that. You said everything I said was the truth in this video. Stand on that. Fuck out of here. Look at the damn attorney aligning herself up with niggas who getting drug money from off the streets and trying to make me invest the fucking money. Look at your local attorney. It don't stop there. It don't stop there. Because I told you, I'm going to expose some more people she aligned herself with. It don't stop there. I'm going to show you the company she keeps. Look at Pharaoh. So now we got two people now. We got one that got drug money off the streets that attempted to give me money, and I made the right decision. I made the right decision and said, yo, I don't want that money. And I spoke with his business partners, and that agreement was drawn up. End of deal. But no, Polight, when we go to the public, we're not going to the public like college students get something for the streets. You hear this? We're going to the public. We're going to tell them college students gave money to Polight. Babe, you see how that go? You see how the game go, babe? And getting you Negroes is wishing that I get locked up. That wasn't extortion, that was just on the phone. The contract is already null and void. He admitted it. But I'm still supposed to give him thousands of dollars? Because if I don't, Attorney Ikiesha and Pharaoh is going to do exposed videos. That's not extortion. That's not bribery. And all because I didn't want to use your illegal fucking money from the streets? You looking to destroy my life? You looking to get me taken away from my children? Come on, son. These are the so-called college students that actually wanted me to continue using their drug fucking money for. All these fucking bum-ass niggas. She fucking mad because I don't want to use their fucking drug money. She mad. Because I was smart enough to say, yo, hold on, somebody want to hurt you over this money? Yeah, this money come from the streets, bro. I got all the messages, man. And you know what, Brother Polight did? When you look at the message and you look at the affidavit, you're going to see the time in between the two, and you're going to see me out. Nah, nigga, you getting this money back. But first, I just want from the business partner, who's the head of all y'all decision making, he got to write me that affidavit. He got to make it clear. That is not me just backing out of this shit. No one feel good. By the consensus of his own group, they just said, dead the deal, give me the money back. And that wasn't even in all terms and context. So they thought I wasn't even going to give it, because what was written in the agreement was that Reggie is a fuck up. That was what was in the agreement. I'll read it to you now. On my day. I'm going to read it to you. So all this shit about me scamming college students, you see me? I was quiet and I let them run with this shit. I know some of this stuff is coming from at least Reggie. I know Ashley's over there. Yo, talk to these people, because it had to come from Ashley. Okay? And then I know it gets into Pharaoh's hands. He was just talking with Ashley. He said, she said. And of course, Pharaoh's working with attorney Ikiesha Shabazz. So all these niggas is in on this fucking scam to get me for money. Shit don't go right, I give you back the bread. But nigga, you ain't gonna tell me about no shit coming from the streets. You know, I'm Brother Polight. I ain't really looking to be part of making no dirty money clean. All you gotta do is fucking give me the inclination that that money came from somewhere it ain't supposed to be. Where it come from. I could show you text messages with people telling me they want to link up with me, give me $100 grand cash to invest, but it has to be in person. I could show you these text messages, and I say, yo, do you got an attorney? If you don't, hire an attorney and have him send me the money through him for the purposes or the reasons that you want it for. A nigga don't get no text after that. Well, I got a few texts after that. Yeah, I got an attorney, but I'd rather just give it to you this way, that way. I could show you these text messages now, and I could show you the decision. Somebody sent me a text message the other day. Yo, my homegirl got $30,000 she wanted to invest. And I said, well, you know, I'll speak to my fund manager or my financial advisor. He can give me an idea what you're going to do. You know why? Because they'll give me PC. Now, if a person want to talk to me about whatever they talked about with the financial advisor, I say, yeah, I did that before, I didn't do it before. If you do something I did before, I'm confident. If you do something I never did before, I ain't confident. But if it works out, it works out. I'll get my PC on the back end when you make your money, not when you spend your money, when you make your money. I got proof of these text messages. I got that text 4 or 5 days ago. $30,000. I said, oh, word? Talk to my financial advisor or my fund manager. I can send you their phone number and you can talk to them about it. I don't got to deal with that shit immediately. I do my own thing. I'm doing my classes. I did some yesterday. I'm doing some today. That's what I do. I mind my business, man. They like to make you think, yo, I'm snatching anything that comes. It don't work like that. Yo, I don't play games. I show you, man. I feel so good. This how you stay ahead of these niggas. So continue to call, and this is the third or the fourth person calling me this week, telling me they done spoke to Pharaoh, and if I don't give them some money, you know, and I'm like, nigga, do your expose, my nigga, because you wrong too. Fuck out of here. But I thought about it today, and I said, you know what? Let me start recording this shit. Let me do this live each time someone calls me and tells me they spoke with Ikiesha or Pharaoh, or Pharaoh said on behalf of Ikiesha, whatever it is that they got going on. Yeah, no, I don't know where Ikiesha's getting this from, but you can't fault me for not wanting to take illegal money from the streets. The man said himself, everything I said on the phone was true. And I said everything he was saying on the phone was true. We both was telling the truth. The man said so himself. And you got it from the top of the phone call. From the top of the phone call. That was perfect, I know. That was perfect. So I'm really dealing with agents, like actual people who actually show their face on YouTube and sit here attempting to catch people out there. Why does Pharaoh want me to be binded into an agreement? Why does Pharaoh want me to accept illegal money from the streets and invest it and give the return to the people who sold something illegal or did something illegal to get the money? And if I don't do it, they're going to portray me as a scammer, a liar, a fraud, and say that I stole their money, when in fact I gave them more than they gave me. Shit funny. Shit funny. These people are sick. He's definitely a rat. He's definitely a rat. Thank you. Have a beautiful complexion in the sun. Thank you very much. Gotta move with security, bro. You already know. The name Pharaoh is wicked within itself. You already know. You already know. You see? Anytime anybody wants to make up a story, I be good. Just like how they said the Ohio project, I went on somebody's work site, used their machinery, and took the credit for the whole job. That was wrong. My business partner brought me in, paid for me to be there, accommodated for my stay, and my business partner is the one who they brokered the deal with for that particular project. I came there on the strength of my business partner who has the intellectual property and the knowledge to facilitate the same thereafter. So you know why it never bothered me? Yo, you know, if you go on somebody's construction work site and perpetrate a fraud like it is your work site and this is really your business, yo, I would have been locked up for that. I'd have been sued for that. But still you have people like, yo, cargominium fraud. First of all, I never even said that terminology when I was there. And guess what? My attorney stepped in, they got involved, and you haven't heard nobody say nothing to me since then. You know why? Because I was accommodated for by my business partner who a deal was brokered with for him to facilitate that project. My partner was on payroll to do that project. My partner was spearheading that project as far as being on the site. He's the one that brought me in so I could see for myself what I was about to invest in later on for a different project. I needed to be there myself to see it and feel it. That's why I was there. So we can take that business elsewhere, because I know some pretty wealthy people that deal with real estate. All you got to do is go up and down my timeline, especially on Instagram, and eventually you see somebody, you look them up, woo, wow. So I said, bro, let me see it, let me feel it, show me some of the particulars, and I'll bring this information back. And when it works out, just give me my percentage and I'll step back. That's why I was there. I got every right to do that. But people that take it and tell you, oh, he took over the work site and used the machinery, and nobody at the work site stopped me from using the machinery? I use somebody's machinery? Seriously, without their permission, on their work site? Yo. Well, how come you don't hear nothing about it no more? That shit got shut up. It got shut down because I ain't do nothing wrong. And I didn't even pay to come out there. I was paid to come to Ohio. My hotel accommodation was paid for. I got the receipts and confirmation. Who brought me out there and why I was brought out there. And the same person that brought me out there is the same person that was working on that project, spearheading it. You see what I'm saying? But I know it comes with the territory because I'm popular. And yeah, we can go to the cars and houses. It would never stop. But the fact that they say something about every single thing I do tells you it's disingenuous. Because damn, nigga, how do you know more about my life than I do? The only thing I know about these people is they've been talking about me. So I had to start investigating them. And like I told you, man, oh man, oh man, I don't even want to give it up yet. Just know, I told y'all I was going to start. I told y'all I was going to start this now. I told y'all, but I got to teach more than I do this. I'm not going to be exposed here. I don't even have the time for that. I got to find the time to do that. In fact, I got to push my course back 1 hour and apologize to my people that I'm going to be late because I had to catch somebody attempting to extort me live. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for social media today. So I could show you how this attorney and this scamming ass Pharaoh is attempting to bring me down or have people embellish on the truth, sell themselves off as innocent school students. And I'm not attacking all the school students involved, but goddamn, I know one thing: they ain't gonna save me and say, yo, you know, because according to this conversation, when it's all said and done, they're gonna sell themselves as school students. But guess what? Go to the media, do all the things that you say you're gonna do. I don't mind, because at the end of the day, we both agreed you was getting illegal money, you gave it to me, and I felt uncomfortable, and therefore the agreement had to stop. Your partners got wind of a lack of communication coming from you. That communication was about all this drama on your end with the money, which halted the progress of anything taking place for you. Your father also knows about it, according to you, but when it gets sold to the community, it's going to be sold as college students and Brother Polight, not drug money or illegal money, college students, and then Brother Polight. Thank you. If that ain't bribery, if that ain't extortion, I don't know what is. Tell me if that ain't bribery or extortion. Tell me that ain't it. Tell me y'all just didn't hear some grimy shit over here. Tell me. Thank you. Was that not bribery? Yo, he's talking with Pharaoh, he's talking to Ikiesha. Yeah, he knows about the money coming from the streets, but it don't matter. When we tell the public this, it's going to be you took money from the college students. So you can continue on with the contract that was canceled by my people. We say the contract is back on. They extorting like a motherfucker. That's right. That's right. It was extortion. And I'm building a case for everybody affiliated with them. Each time one comes and mentions their name, I mean, I know they're going to give those cats up easily because nobody want to deal with... You see, the shit that I got is real. This is more than one case. And if y'all recall, when Attorney Shabazz did like her second or third video, because she does so much videos on me. When Ike did her videos, did I not put up a video and say it's extortion and murder legal? You can see it on YouTube, Brother Polight, it's extortion and murder legal. You can see it on my Facebook page, it's extortion and murder legal. I asked that a while ago, but I'm patient. So we're on the extortion part of what's going on. I'm very patient. You know why? Because I'm successful. So when you're successful, you can afford to be patient when you're successful. When you're successful, you can be patient because your success consumes all your time and your thinking. My success makes me, or demands that I have to keep writing, keep typing, keep teaching, keep traveling. So I don't be having the time to do the YouTubes and stuff like that. That's why I be doing the Facebook Lives, guys. Just put it on my phone, boom, get it out the way, and do it the long way on the phone. Because I don't like how I be looking on YouTube the long way from Facebook. I could do that and I'm good. Word up. But yeah, will y'all share this video showing how Attorney Ikiesha Shabazz is working in collusion with Pharaoh and have people getting called to embellish on my relationships with them in exchange for money? Or I have to be exposed in the public wrongfully without full context to my inception. Yo, listen, go ahead. Go out there, go in the public, speak as much as you want to speak about me. You got caught fucking trying to extort me. Like, yo, shit. I'm sorry, man. This made my day. This made my day. I should have been doing this too. I'd be like, yo, I want them to, because I can always prove this later on down the line that these people are lying, and I don't be thinking YouTube's the place to prove it. But since, you know, y'all was due something, y'all need something, and it ain't done yet. It ain't done yet, because I have some things to say about some things that's been said. I got some things to say about some things that's been said. How about that? I got some things to say about some things that's been said. They low and disgusting. Oh, let me see that. K.E. Ross said Pharaoh and the attorney and Reggie are really low and disgusting. Preemptive strike. Good call. That's right. I got their ass before they even started a new campaign. He said earlier in this video that they had some kind of connection. Do I mean Pharaoh and the Nation of Islam? This is wild, fam. They tried it. That's a fact. That's a fact. And hold on to that shit for the right time. That's what I do. I don't respond ASAP. I make an assessment. I investigate the people that's being involved, the people making whatever claims. I take a look at all this stuff. And we keep seeing the same thing consistent with each one. Ruined their strategy. That's right. Now they gotta do damage control. But you see me? I don't do damage control. I just continue to live my life and do what I do. Because when I know somebody's lying, they lying. Truth shall prevail. I can teach the truth all day. You can reference it and know that it's truth, and I live my life. Watch this. Yeah, I'm not accusing the Nation of Islam for this, but I'm just saying it's constantly being brought to my attention. He's in the nation, he's in the nation, he's in the nation. It's constantly being brought to my attention. Now, just because you got chess pieces don't mean you can play on a checkerboard. I tell y'all this all the time. You feel me? I tell y'all this all the time. You guys, YouTube is a checkerboard. You got chess pieces coming to the checkerboard. I be over here just compiling data. Yo, when you see me go off, you're gonna be like, oh shoot, Polight is wild. When you see me stick it to these people, pause. When you see me really do something, this is just the beginning. Look, I'm gonna show you where the rats are and the snakes are. I'm gonna show you how dirty these people are. What's the excuse for this? Y'all heard it. Did y'all hear that audio very clearly? It's not Reggie from 125th. He's former part of the student union for Long Beach University. These are the so-called children that Ashley said I was taking advantage of because Ashley wanted me to keep the money. Ashley wanted me to keep the drug money. Ashley wanted me to keep the illegal drug money. When I used to be dealing with Ashley, she wanted me to keep the drug money. And I said I didn't want the drug money. I don't need to make money off of that. These are the children, which are young adults. These are the children that Ashley is saying that I jerked. Now you gotta ask Ashley, why did you want Polight to keep the drug money? And flip it. See, when I know a woman don't have my best interests at hand, I separate myself. So now that I finally said my part, because, you know, I'm not, I got to make sure I bring it. So when I bring it, Long Beach University, California, college. These are the college students that she keeps saying that I took money from. But she never told you I gave all the money back. She never told you I gave them more money back than they gave me. And she never tells you that the reason why Brother Polight didn't want to deal with them was because the money came from an illegal. Once I found out that money came from a legal place, I fell all the way back. I don't need no money. I don't need to risk my life and separate myself from my children. But if a woman want me to do that, I'm gonna fall back. And if you still pissing blood about getting that bread, and now they still looking to get this money from me. No Reggie from the Bronx or Harlem. Stop spreading this misinformation. This is one of the college students that I so-called took money from. And they never tell you I gave the money back and then some. They never tell you the reason why. The deal got suspended was because I didn't want to be involved with anything that was street related as far as money is concerned. So now, since Ashley wants to keep talking about these school students, Polight took money from these school students, Polight took money from these school students, ask Ashley Wright, how come she never told y'all I gave them the $15,000 back? Ask Ashley Wright, how come she never told y'all I gave them $7,000 more? Ask Ashley Wright, how come she wanted me to keep the money that came from illegal means to use it and invest it for them? Ask Ashley Wright, why doesn't she commend me for returning the monies once I found out it came from the streets? Ask Ashley Wright that. Because Ashley keeps telling you this story about me taking money from innocent school students. They keep sitting here talking about innocent school students, college students. They keep saying that, but they don't tell you the reason why I gave the money back was because it was drugs money or illegal money from the streets. You see? And guess what Polight do when she talk crazy? I never even mentioned her name until today. Because I know she keeps parading around talking about college students, college students, college students. So now I ask her, now that you know the full story, ask her, why was it so important for Polight to keep the money? Why are you telling people Polight kept the money and not telling people Polight gave them the money, 15 grand back, and gave them $7,000 back, $22,000 back, and Polight cut the deal off, gave them extra money. I didn't want nothing to do with them after that shit. I didn't want nothing to do with that whole situation once Reggie started telling me this stuff. But ask her why she's so animate. Why she goes so hard on ensuring that y'all think I took from college students, but she don't tell y'all the full truth. Yeah, she been putting dirt on my name. And guess what? While I know people telling lies and while I know I could prove myself, I don't. While I know I could prove myself innocent, I don't. You know why? Because I don't have the time for that crap. I believe people that's walking with me know better than to think I'd be on something stupid like that. A bunch of snakes. And you know what? I never went publicly and disrespected her. She wanted me to keep the drug money. I'm not, this shit is drug money. I'm not fucking with these niggas. I'm not doing it. This dude said it's coming from the streets. People ready to break him up if it don't come back at a certain time and all this stuff. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't got nothing to do with that. Where does money come from? This shit come from the streets, bro. And the way these niggas make their money, bro, shit is totally different, bro. Where they got this money. So now it's on me, bro, because part of the money that we gave, look, I got all this information now. I got it all. But according to him, his father knows too. But when his father tells a story, it's going to be college students gave money to Polight. It's not going to be college students got part of their monies from illegal monies. And when Ashley tells the story, I took the money from them. She never tell you I gave them back $15,000 and I gave them an extra $7,000 when they said they were stealing into some kind of trouble. And after that, I made sure I stayed the hell away from them forever. Because I didn't want to be tied to nothing. And they turn around and say, it's Polight. The next thing you know, my family is in jeopardy. Nah, I gave all that shit back. Oh, you need a little extra? I gave some extra back. That shit's part of the fucking extortion. But I gave that shit back. I mean, I gave that in additional. Like, keep the 7. Anything to leave my family out of that stupid shit. Whatever you got that money from, obviously, the people who gave it to you don't fuck with you if they talking about hurting you if this don't happen. And you over here pressurizing me to make sure everything work out. Bro, first of all, if that money ain't legal or legit, this whole shit stops right here. You done wrote this shit to me. You done said this over the phone with me. I feel my phone is tapped. Like, listen, I don't want no association with nothing like that. So when that money turn around, I put it back in your hand and you put it back in their hand, and then they studying whoever's doing whatever they doing in the streets. By the time it turn around, there's a paper trail somewhere because I'm depositing the bread in the account. And next thing you know, several people gonna go down and I'm getting locked up for the RICO charge because these niggas are out here racketeering. Like, nah, son, I'm not doing that. Nah, son. Sorry, Miss Wright, I'm not doing that. Now you tell the people why you haven't been telling them I gave back the 15 grand. Tell these people, because you keep saying I took money from them, but you don't tell them I gave them the 15 grand back. You don't tell them I gave them an extra 7 grand on top of giving them back. You don't tell them that there's an affidavit in place that confirms from his own business partners that they canceled the deal. They nullified the deal. And you don't tell these people that the reason why I didn't want to deal with the business no more was because the money came from the streets. It came from a place that's illegal. So why are you not telling people this, Ashley? And then you can chronicleize when Ashley and I stopped talking to each other. It's right around that time. I got you. It's right around the time. All you gotta do. Because when they paid me, I was dealing with Ashley. When I no longer was dealing with them, no more because of the money, I was no longer dealing with Ashley. Put it together. Put it together. You see, I don't mention her name. But all these people wanted me to fucking take drug money. And as you clearly heard, I gave it back. And he said, Everything I said was the truth on the phone. And I said everything he said was the truth on the phone. Y'all heard the whole recording. So play this thing back. Listen to it all. Listen to it all. Play this video back and listen to the whole thing. Okay? And look at them. They all together. Ashley, Pharaoh, Ikiesha Shabazz, these innocent college students, particularly Reggie. All of them are together. All of them are together. But they're not going to tell you I gave the bread back. They dishonorable. They're going to instead expose me as a scammer and a fraud. If I don't give them more money for a contract that already was nullified. He said on the phone the contract was over. He said on the phone the contract was revoked. He confirmed on the phone it was revoked not by me, but by the consensus of him and his business partners. It was revoked on account of the fact of his miscommunication or lack of communication thereof. He said all of that on the phone. But he said when we go to the public, we're not going to let them know none of that. We're just going to let them know we college students. That's the standpoint my father's going to come from when he sits down there and he talks to your media. All facts, you heard? So I ain't going to beat a dead horse. Y'all heard this information live from me. You see, I'm no fool. And guess what? As honorable as I am, I ain't go against that black woman. I said, man, she got enough trouble raising them children herself, man. I ain't bothering her. I don't bother her. And watch her get all up in an uproar, go crazy, start doing a bunch of it. Watch everybody. Watch the internet be on tilt today. The internet is going to be on tilt today. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to be on tilt today. Because people are going to act like they ain't consistently talking about me. They're going to act like, yo, Polight got some nerve saying something. But here it is, this damn woman who got children wanted me, a man that she was dealing with, to accept money that came from the streets and then invest it legally. So when it comes back, I return it in to them. Yo, she don't give a fuck about me. When I seen this, I'm like, man, fuck you. Straight up the back. When I seen that, I'm like, I ain't dealing with you. You crazy. You don't give a fuck about me. You don't give a fuck about me. So nah, man, that shit made me look different. Like, yo, I'm not taking that. Nobody will know. I don't care about none of that. So go ahead. Cover yourselves up. But guess what? You expose yourself by keep saying I took money from school students. Why you so mad that the school student transaction didn't work out? Why you so mad? Now I told y'all why she mad. Just because a motherfucker wears shea butter in an African garb don't mean that they're official. Just because a motherfucker breastfeed their child in public don't mean that they're official. Yo, y'all really think y'all be outsmarting somebody? If I don't be patient, I won't find these opportune times to catch y'all if I'm not patient. I'm so patient, I just be watching y'all like, got you. It's not snitching, because when they go and they on their exposed rants, I don't get the time to say, yo, that's not true. What really happened was, nah, fuck that. These people are trying to get me separated from my child, my children. My wives, they out here really, yo, we calling the feds. We're going to talk to the feds. Well, you know what? Talk to the feds and tell them I turned down illegal drug money. Call the feds on that. Tell the feds I turned down illegal drug money from the fucking students. And I got it all recorded. And let them speak for the shit, since you niggas like calling the fucking feds so much. Call the feds, I turn you Ikiesha Shabazz. Now you got a real fucking story. Call the feds and tell them that the niggas you try to set me up with are the ones who is trying to fund a real estate endeavor with drug fucking money or illegal money coming off the streets. Fuck out of here. And we gonna keep it quiet if I give them $38,000 more to continue a contract that was canceled not by me but by the consensus of his own business partners, who also felt uncomfortable with the lack of communication from brother Reggie. Come on, man. And this fucking chick actually want to be involved too. You want me to fucking do what with these guys? You mad because I didn't follow through with the fucking job for these niggas? You mad? She over here still, years later, after, I don't say nothing negative about that woman. She still messing with me years later? I'm too smart to be broke. This is just one part of the installment. Make sure you go to www.brotherpolight.app. I gotta pull some pages out they book. After all the drama, I gotta make sure I promote my stuff. Yo, I'm about to teach this class. I got class coming up. You guys make sure you do your YouTube stuff and all that other stuff you gotta do. I'm sure the people look forward to you guys' response out of this one. But hey, at the end of the day, the guy did admit that everything that was said on the phone was absolutely true, and even his father knew about it, and that they still was going to go to the public and say that it was students giving money to Polight, but not students who got money from off the streets that were illegal. Yeah, we're going to get back to the knowledge. So that college shit, college student scam thing that y'all talking about, y'all can let that go to bed. Y'all can let it rest. Because people got to do damage control. But when all else fails, just play my live stream back. When all else fails, play my live stream back. And here, the college student himself confirmed that the money was illegal. Hear me confirm that he was aware that when I was made aware of it, I felt uncomfortable and I didn't want to accept the money, and I didn't want to go further into the agreement once I knew that that money came from a place that had street ties. There's nothing no one could tell me that I'm wrong for wanting to get out of that agreement. It was a setup as far as I'm concerned. No one can tell me I'm wrong for that. And for people to still be pushing, how come I ain't continue to do business with them? You got to question them. This is hilarious. Yo, it's hilarious. Cause they be wondering why I don't be saying nothing. But go ahead, Ashley, keep telling them why you mad that I ain't deal with these college students. You never told them. Uh-huh. Now everyone knows you mad because I didn't want to take drug money and play Ghost St. Patrick on Power. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be Ghost St. Patrick. I didn't want to clean the dirty money. Teach me the fucking game. Like, I should tell them college students, nigga. Teach me the fucking game, Reggie. Yo, thank you, Toya. She said nobody was believing that. I know nobody don't believe Ashley, man. Just like I said, just because you breastfeed in public and you got shea butter on galore and you may wear a napkin or a headscarf from time to time, it don't mean you telling the truth. Now, you see, I ain't never said nothing about this lady for over a year as she keeps talking about me. And I could have been said, yo, listen, first of all, she's lying. I didn't jerk them out of money. In fact, I gave them more money in fear that whatever they had going on may even impact me. So after I gave them the bread, I gave them more bread, thousands over. And I confirmed on the phone when he called me and said, yo, I still got some issues out here. It's still crazy out here. You know what? I gave him even more money. Who the fuck gives a refund? And then the person that they gave the refund to calls and says, yo, I'm in a jam. This is still going on. The situation I got in with this bread. And I still gave another $7,000. After the 15, I almost gave them half the dollar amount. $500 shy of half the dollar amount I gave. They got $22,000 from me. That doesn't make me honorable. I'm dishonorable. But me, I was really paying to get whatever situation he got the fuck away from me and my family. Yeah. Alright, y'all. So I love y'all. Get ready to do this class. Thank you, family. Johnny said, Polight, you ain't got to prove nothing. They said you overly honorable, Polight. Niggas said I wouldn't have gave him the 7K. I would have gave him 15 back. Some people said I would have gave him shit back. Fuck out of here. See? Now I just made it clear. Now I just made it clear. And you see me? I don't want to tell people shit like this. Because, you know, I am from the streets, like he said. So guess what? I don't want to tell people that somebody gave me some drug money. So that I don't want to tell people that shit and go live and all that. So I was quiet. But you ain't keep fucking calling me and threatening to expose me. I ain't going to do that. And then put my life on the line. And then these Negroes talking about we going to tell the feds too. So tell the feds this. You know what I really should have did? I should have let them go and do their expose video. And let them tell the feds, because this is what I've been doing. I've been letting them tell the feds about me and other people, because I got the proof that the people that they're telling the feds on, first of all, may have been agents used to do business with me in the first place. But what I should have did, I should have let them tell the feds like they plan to do with every situation. Then they're going to have to answer to why they have a problem with me not wanting to accept illegal money from the streets. How about that one? Yo, this ain't even begun yet. This was an extra, but I did tell you I had something coming, so at least we got a little something coming. So maybe we call this one Polight exposes Ashley Wright, Ikiesha Shabazz, and Pharaoh for attempting to extort me. Working in collusion. Tell me what I should name this. You're right. Watch who I do business with. You're absolutely right. Man, fuck them. You're right. Say it twice. You're gonna need that statement. Yeah, I bet you that's real. We should call this got him. That's a good one. I'm snitching. There ain't no snitching. So the other side get to keep saying lies on me and telling feds and everybody, and I don't get to defend myself. This ain't snitching, nigga. Snitch on himself. If it's my family or their family gotta go. How about that? Because they don't give a fuck about my family. You sound stupid talking about I'm snitching. This ain't snitching. This is people telling me that if I don't give them $38,000, that they're gonna go out there, share a platform, and run a campaign on me that I'm doing something wrong. And after they do that, they're gonna add that to all the other people that they say that I'm doing something to. Have these people embellish, tell lies, tell stories about our engagements, and then have me locked away, separated from my family, and I'm gonna take the so-called high road and say nothing back in response because the fear of me being considered a snitch? Nah, it sounds like you mad I ain't locked up. Let me see your comment again saying that I'm snitching. Let me block you. You sound like a nigga just want to see me out of here. Call it here we go again. Call it black crabs in the bucket. I'm disappointed. Oh, good. Let me get you out of here. There we go. We found you, Mark King. Yeah. So yeah, those of you who missed the beginning, where I got the live recording of someone attempting to extort me, who's one of the college students that they say that I stole money from, that I actually gave money back to, that I actually gave an additional amount to, that actually attempted to tell me that I had to continue a contract that they actually canceled, that if I don't do it, that they're going to go on a campaign with attorney Ikiesha Shabazz and Pharaoh, because they're the ones that's calling, and they're giving me an ultimatum to pay $38,000 as a fulfillment for the rest of a contract that they canceled over a year ago after having given them back the bread and given them additional monies that was outside the parameters of any agreement that we made. Yeah, just play the beginning of the video. Call it trying to ball with no balls. I like that one. But you still want to believe anything these people say, huh? Peace, y'all. I love you. I know it's crazy. Play the beginning of this video. I know it's crazy. Yeah, whoever say this is snitching is foolish. At this point, with the campaign they running against me, it's time for me to start doing my own little exposés. At this point. Class is going to start a half hour later because I'm ready. I'm juiced up. I'm more excited. And I won't even mention this crap. Peace to y'all. Love y'all. I got to get ready to teach class. I actually have something to do like I always say I do. I don't be lying. RICO, extortion, and blackmail. Conspiracy by attorney Ikiesha Shabazz, Pharaoh, and college students. That's a damn good title. Hopefully all of that can fit. Peace.